Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to A Different Opinion. Today I'm going to be showing you a little thing about the terms and service of a lot of social media companies at the moment, and it's very worrying the way it's going. I don't know if you guys watch this. It's from the latest season of Black Mirror, which is a TV show on Netflix. It is a very good TV show. Maybe not the most recent season, was pretty average, but previous seasons have been pretty good where it's standalone episodes. And yeah, it's quite interesting because it's different, right? It's not the same Marvel movie over and over and over, or Disney movie, etc., etc. Now, in this episode here, Salma Hayek, so they all play a character in a show, but it's all AI generated. And the thing is that in their contract, it says, you know, you actually signed this, so they're allowed to use your likeness and voice and everything, and they can make you do whatever they want in the TV show, because technically it's the character doing it, not them. Because more and more apps like TikTok, even Facebook, Snapchat just recently, if you ever use that as well, I read through the terms and services, and they can actually track anything you do on your phone if you have that app and if you accept the agreement. With Snapchat, they can use your likeness. They don't have to pay any royalties if they ever use you in an ad or whatever you want to do, and they can access all your photos, videos, etc. Whereas with TikTok, they can access everything you write, even in different apps. So they can see what you are texting to someone else without you even knowing it. Yeah, it's crazy the way we're going, and this is the way it'll go, is like in this Black Mirror episode. Have a bit of a look here. I'll kind of break it up into little pieces so I don't get copyrighted, but we'll break it down and see what happens.
Never in my wildest nightmares I thought I'd see myself defecating in a church.
So for example, you know, that's the actress there. Character on the show went and defecated in a church, and because of the AI, it did exactly what the character did, but with her face and her likeness. Now, you can imagine this is what the way it's going to go in the future.
Well, technically, that's the Joan character, not you.
And that's the scary thing, because everyone agrees to these contracts. I mean, I used to agree to all these things on social media without reading it ever. Now, I take the time and read it specifically.
Whose face do they have? Do they have your face or my face?
Your face.
Now, that's your lawyer obviously telling her, yeah, they're using your face, your likeness, and there's nothing you can do about it because you signed a contract. This is all in the contract. Now, this was most recently on Piers Morgan Uncensored with Ice Cube, and he talks about this too. And it's scary because this is like an actual person in real life going through this right now.
Let's talk about the music industry. Huge amount of attention being given to artificial intelligence now.
Yeah.
Clearly it has awesome power, not least to replicate how people like you would make music. What do you feel about that?
I think it's terrible. I think it's going to make people lazier, less creative. You know, could you imagine if an actor, like if I decided not to do a sequel and the movie company said, we have the rights to your likeness.
Right.
We're going to put you in this sequel whether you want to be or not, because we have the right to. So now they use AI to put Ice Cube in a movie I don't want to be in, saying things I don't want to say and doing things I wouldn't do. So to me, that's terrible. Or taking an artist that's passed away and having them do a new song with lyrics that they may not agree with. It's just, you know, it's a slippery slope that will hurt us more than it will help us.
Couldn't agree more. It's scary, especially like you said, even when you're passed away, they could be using your voice or your face or something to go maybe against everything that you ever stood for. For example, you can see here with Drake, the artist, and The Weeknd, the artist as well. There was a song that popped up, was called Heart on My Sleeve. Now, I even heard this on the radio one day, coming home after training, busy driving home, etc., etc. I hear the song, I'm like, okay, I'm not a big fan of either of them. Like, I don't mind Drake's music. Weeknd is very average in my opinion, but no originality, not that any of their songs do anymore, but as you can see, it was an AI-generated song without anyone even, you know, writing off on this. So this AI actually designed a song using the likeness of their voices. It even racked up millions upon millions of views on YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, all these kind of social media pages. before it was ever caught. Because you could imagine the lawyers of them going through, you know, we didn't agree to this. We better not, let's look through the contracts. And by the time they probably look through it, that's why there's millions of views on it, because they would have to go through all that fine print to say, you know, you're not allowed to do this. And that's why it's so important in this day and age to actually read the terms and services. For example, of Snapchat. For all content you submit to the service, you grant Snapchat affiliates a worldwide royalty-free, sub-licensable, and transferable license to host, store, cache, use, display, reproduce, modify, adapt, edit, publish, analyze, transmit, and distribute that content. So they can even edit it, they can change it any way they want, and they can still use it. So if it's your face, they can change it, they can add other people into the photos, whatever they want to do, and they can legally do it. Now, I'll put these all in the link, especially if you use these apps as well, for example, TikTok as well. All of these things I'll add into the description below. If you do want to read for yourself, especially if you do use TikTok, if you do use these apps, then definitely worth jumping on there as well. So just at least what you know, what you're agreeing to. And I guess, like I said, in this day and age, it's important as ever, especially with AI coming out, to actually read what you're agreeing to. You can even see it here. South Park, I mean, they're so ahead of their time. I mean, absolutely love the episodes that they do. Growing up and watching them is, yeah, it's some of the best comedy ever if you do want to watch just like little episodes, 20 minutes at a time. But have a listen to this here. And yeah, tell me how true it is in this day and age. And this episode was over 12 years ago. Okay, so just remember that.
Swipe it over to my iPhone.
Yeah, Apple stuff's pretty neat, all right. I just don't want any big company tracking where I am at all times.
That's just a rumor. They don't really track you.
Here he is. Hello, Kyle.
That's the worst thing, I guess we all know now, by this day and age, that they track you wherever you go.
We're from Apple. We're all ready for you now.
What? Ready for what?
To fulfill the agreement. Can we get a weight, please? 83 pounds, sir.
What agreement?
83 pounds, good. Let's get the blood work.
Hey, you can't do that!
You agreed we could take all the blood we needed.
What are you talking about?
When you downloaded the last iTunes update, a window on your screen popped up and asked you if you agreed to our terms and conditions. You clicked agree. All right, let's get him to the water tank.
The what?
It's just, I gotta break the sound to pieces, obviously for copywriting, so hopefully we don't get copyrighted, just to kind of outlay exactly what is going on in this day and age.
Water tank? I'm not going with you.
You've agreed to all of this. Hey!
You gotta help me. These business casual G-men are trying to kidnap me. What? It's crazy, dude. They're saying it's because I agreed to the latest terms and conditions on iTunes. Why? What did the terms and conditions for the last update say? I don't know. I didn't read them. You didn't read them? Who the hell reads that entire thing every time it pops up? I do. Me too. You're telling me that every time you guys download an update for iTunes, you read the entire terms and conditions? Of course. Well, how do you know if you agree to something if you don't read it?
I love it. And yeah, I guess the lesson in this is just to read what you agree to. I guess there's easy ways you can skip a lot of the stuff that you can click into, especially when it comes to the privacy and things like that. At least you can skip most of the mumbo jumbo and kind of get to what you know that they can use of you and what you agree to when it comes to your privacy. Now, I'll end it on that one day. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give a like if you did. Comment as well. Let me know what you think about this. Is there any other apps that you have noticed that also this is happening? I mean, even TV shows, even movies are starting to become AI written, which is absolutely mind-boggling because out of the amount of people we have in this world, how can we not have writers that can write original stories anymore? It's pretty sad, I guess. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you.